The WAFB Podcast Network is sponsored by Neighbors Federal Credit Union.
All right, LSU football season opener coming up. We are just days away. The Tigers and the Trojans in Las Vegas. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think that we're hoping it's going to be more than less fun because recently season openers have not been fun at all for LSU football. You know, losing to Florida State back-to-back years. I think they haven't won a season opener since Joe Burrow was the quarterback. And even then, it may have been against a very inferior opponent. So this is a great opportunity for Brian Kelly and his team to show, hey, we're back, and year 3 is going to be a movie against USC. What I want to do right now is since fall camp is basically in the books, I mean, the other day they were running USC's scout team offense, scout team defense. We're into the season now. It's go time. Give you projected depth charts for the offense and the defense. If you've been with us since the first fall camp episode we did, giving you the intel, giving you the observations, because we've been at every practice since the spring, myself and Jacques Doucet, none of these should be surprises. The offense we've seen since April and the defense we've seen since the beginning of August has been largely the same, minus a few guys moving and shaking due to injuries or whatever the case. It's a nickel defense, a dime defense, whatever. So let me give you the projected offensive starting lineup. At offensive line, there really shouldn't be any surprises. Will Campbell and Emory Jones at tackle. They've been there for, going on 3 years now. Miles Frazier, Garrett Dellinger at guard. And then DJ Chester, I guess, is going to slide into that center spot. He played a decent amount last year, came in spot duty for Charles Turner. Hasn't had a strong camp, I would say, based on what I've seen. Again, it's all personal opinion. I just don't know if he's ready. You know, he struggled in pass protection. He might be a stronger run blocker than he is a pass blocker, so that remains to be seen. I think that he's going to need a little more experience to become elite, but I think that he can hold it down there at center. We will see. At wide receiver, these are the 3 guys I'm going to give you, but there are so many people you're going to see this season. So Kyron Lacey, Chris Hilton, and C.J. Daniels, I believe, will be your starters, but you're going to see Xavier Thomas. You're going to see Kyle Parker. You're going to see Aaron Anderson. Like, they go deep in this wide receiver room. 7, 8 deep. That's why you lost a couple transfers in the offseason, because there's just not enough mouths to feed. On top of that, at tight end, it's going to be Mason Taylor. But you're also going to see Kamorian Pimpton, who has had an excellent fall camp, and Trey'Dez Green, the true freshman, the 5-star who has come in and done some great things. He's going to play too. Like, I talked about this in my last segment. Check it out if you missed it. Week 3 fall camp intel and observations. They are very, very deep at a lot of different positions, tight end and wide receiver. So just because I'm giving you a starting lineup doesn't mean you're not going to see more than just those 3 guys, respectively, at wide receiver and tight end. And then obviously Garrett Nussmeier's your quarterback. No debate there. Running back is interesting. Again, depth, just like the receivers and the tight ends. Josh Williams, I think, will be your starter, but John Emery's gotten a ton of first-team reps in fall camp. I saw him a lot the other day, which led me to tweet out, you're going to see John Emery this season. A lot. He is going to play. Hopefully that knee can stay healthy, because that's the only thing that's going to stop him from being on the football field. He's a guy that will be in to catch passes, run the football, make things happen. And obviously Caleb Jackson, dude that's a literal walking bowling ball, if there is such a thing. He's going to play a ton too. You know, I almost wouldn't mind to see one of these guys take over and just be the RB1. But you'll see Josh, you'll see Caleb, and you will see John Emery. Maybe even Caden Durham as well, the true freshman. He's looked good in camp too. He's had his moments as well. You might go as deep as 4 guys at running back if you need to. So that's the offense. Not many surprises. Give you the defense here. Defensive line. Savion Jones from St. James and Braden Swinson will be your defensive ends. Jacobian Guillory and Gio Paez, the Wisconsin transfer, I think will be your starting defensive tackles. But again, you've got plenty of options there. You've got Dominic McKinley, Sean Washington, Jalen Lee, Ahmad Bro. Coach Kelly's talked a lot about Ahmad Bro from Ruston High School. You'll see a lot of guys rotating in and out of there. You'll also see Paris Shand playing some inside on nickels and on pass rush situations. Deshaun Womack as well. Like, plenty of names, plenty of proven commodities at defensive line. Linebacker, Greg Penn, Harold Perkins, Major Burns, who's playing that star position. They'll be the starters, but Whit Weeks and West Weeks are right there. They're going to play a lot this season too. Even Devon Keys, I saw him a lot of practice the other day. The true freshman, he'll be in there. That's the thing. I feel like I'm just a broken record at this point. There is so much depth on this team. There are a lot of guys that I think are going to come in and play. You get one injury, you don't want to lose a Harold Perkins, but you've got guys that can come in and play, I think. Unlike last season, I don't know if you had that many. So that's the front seven. Cornerbacks, Ashton Stamps, and I guess Sage Ryan. He wasn't practicing the other day. I guess it's a hamstring injury. J.K. Johnson was the other starting corner. He had his ups and downs. I'm going to pencil in Sage Ryan because he's been the starting cornerback all of fall camp after playing safety all of spring. He could play both positions. I'm going to put him in there, though, at CB2. So those are your guys. And then Jordan Allen and Jordan Gilbert, I believe, will be your starting safeties. So not many surprises there. Again, the reoccurring theme here is these are your starters, but you're going to see more than these people. And I'm a big fan of the coaching staff as well. There's no depth chart for the coaching staff, but I think they're going to have a lot to do with success this season as well. So those are my projected depth charts for offense and defense. Probably what you'll see. I'm very confident that's what you're going to see in the season opener against USC. And I like it. A lot of talent, a lot of skill in those starting groups, but they can play nickel defense. They can play dime defense. They've done it a lot in camp. There's so many different personnel sets. They can go 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, and 13 personnel. They can go 4 wide. They can go 5 wide. You're going to see a lot of different things with LSU this year on both sides of the ball. Will that lead to success? More success than last year? We will find out. If you put me on the spot, I would say so. Like and subscribe. Season openers coming up. Next week, I'll give you my season prediction, record-wise for LSU, and a game prediction as well for USC. Won't want to miss it. Keep it locked to the WAFB Podcast Network.